Welcome back, generals, to another Let's Fix the Generals 0 hour to make the best game ever. Okay, so last session we did set out the road we want to go for the next steps towards loading functions. Right. So it comes down to this stuff here, and I already forgot. Analyzed function indices, right? Okay, so we have a function here. Let's rename this to analyze. Okay. Okay, analyze functions async. On functions interaction. Right, so this is where we will need to continue. Okay, so we have a function indices filter, and we have the basic storage for function selection. And so I think we need to iterate this guy. The same way we had iterated this guy here. Somewhere. Here. This way. There. Not has value if Okay, we should first have a function update selected functions. Yeah. Void updates selected functions. then we also need a here let's say bundles that are visible and selected in the UI. Then we will have functions that are visible and selected in the UI. City vector index t selected function indices. Okay. Then we also clear this guy here. Util free container. There we go. And then we build this guy in this function here, which will be similar to this function. So let's take a copy of this, put it here. So, oof. Size t, selected functions, selection.size. Selection is, I guess, this one here. Yeah. This. Maybe we can simplify this to putting it here and there. Okay. Then we need active bundles. Active functions. Here, this one. Okay, I'm not sure about this here. Restricted function indices. We do I think we store index, right? I'm not sure. Here it checks ID. I'm really not sure what we have now in the selection. Well, here it looks up named function ID, so maybe it's the named function ID. Get filtered named function. Oof. I'm not sure. Wait, this takes index. Yeah. Named function. I think the ID corresponds pretty much to the index. But we don't need to access it. Huh? I'm so confused right now. So this index refers to the selection index, yeah. And this ID refers to the function named function index, aka its ID. Oh. links to named functions. What does this link to? Also named functions. Links to named functions. Selected function indices. So I think essentially the index is the ID, right? Or is it not? Oh boy. Is this even correct? Actually it is. But active, no, active bandits. Is this applicable for functions, this kind of check? ID larger than size. I'm not sure. Maybe we simplify this to just having this check here. Maybe this one is no longer necessary. Bundles filter. Active bundles. We can maybe say file dot revision descriptor named functions dot size. We take active function indices. Index T. Pushback. Index T, index ID. active bundles. Ah, shit. Okay, so if index is larger than the named functions, that means this index must be some kind of outdated selection, which actually should never happen. Wait, hold on. Because, no, it can happen because we never clear, wait. This selection thingy, basic storage, where we don't clear it. We never clear it, yeah. Yeah, so in theory, it could have a selection that goes over the bounds of named functions or anything else it refers to. If we reload content and the content has shrunk, less functions, yeah, then this could hit here, but it's rare. Maybe we can just omit this check. Yeah, it is very unlikely. We could omit it. The question is, do we want to omit it? Yeah, it's so unlikely to hit it. I think we can omit it. And the same with the other. Let's make this const. So we can do the same here. Const index t index equals id. I'm really confused by this thing here. Active bundles. Ah, no. Wait. ID. Bundle ID. Active bundles. Get active bundles. Oh, I guess it's correct. Yeah. Right. Then we can remove this thing. maybe what we can do here is assert index smaller than active bundles.size. Can do the same here. Index is smaller than that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Update selected functions. Okay, so this should now then always contain our selected function indices. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, so on functions interaction, we would always need to update file dot update selected functions. That's the first thing. And then we have this, and then now we can plan to send things. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. We could create a function that takes a span of indexes and then it checks if they are already being analyzed. If not, it will push them into this and set this to true. And then it will return a new what would it return? Yeah, we need to go over this selected functions vector. Check which indices are not yet set, not yet analyzed. And then push back, yeah. Okay, how about we first write the logic and then we think about where to put this. Maybe. Can probably also check here. Name functions builds. Yeah, so we need to file vision descriptor function indices. States. Okay, so we now have file dot selected function indices. Okay, so for index t function index, and then we say if not, named function analyzed, function index. Then we do this analyzed function indices dot push back function index and analyzed function states how about we add a new function here, void set named function analyzed index t index and in here we say this index equals set name function analyzed. How about we make it a bool? Bool if named function analyzed index return false, otherwise keeps on going, return true. Asserts analyzed function indices dot capacity does not match its size. We should never reach the cap. Well, yeah, we should never go over the cap. It's not expected to reallocate ever. It's never expected to reallocate. And then we say analyzed function states index equals true. Assert analyzed function states index not. And function indices pushback index. Okay. Set name function analyze. Now the question is, Yeah. Okay, I think this would be enough for now. Then we say here, if set named function analyzed. Set function analyzed. Yeah. Why do we actually need to do anything? Size. So, file revision descriptor, set named function analyzed, function index. I don't think we actually need to check anything. We just need to store the begin. Maybe we put size t get analyzed function count. And then we do a span const index get analyzed functions Analyzed functions. Size t, begin, size t, and const. And here we just say return this dot size, and here we do assert begin smaller equal end, and assert and smaller equal this dot size, and then return span const index t analyze function indices dot begin. Well, I'm not sure if begin is the right. Maybe data plus begin and data plus end. Okay, this should help us to now build the information here. So we can then say size t begin equals this file revision descriptor get analyze functions count, and then do const begin, and then we do const end. Same after we are done here, and then we have span const index t function indices. Descriptor get analyzed functions begin end. Yeah, make it const and then I do wonder if this should also be entirely part of, let's see. Yeah. Maybe we move this to private. And these guys as well. And then we just have here one public function. Get analyzed functions. Make make updates, update analyzed functions. Updates or maybe it should be update. Or maybe we say get functions that get functions requiring analyze. Get functions to analyze. Yeah, get functions to analyze. And it's not a const. Get functions to analyze. And then here we pass a std. Well, what do we pass? We can also pass a span. Yeah. Span index t. Get functions to analyze. Function indices. And then we put that here. Then we take this logic here and meh. Where is it? Here, get functions to analyze. Okay, so we say get analyzed function count begin, get analyzed function end, yes. Then we do sets this function index, function indices. We loop over this. We can also make it const, doesn't matter much. Function index, and then end, and then we return this guy. Return get analyzed functions begin end. Yeah. Okay, this might work. Yeah. Get functions to analyze. Okay, this looks promising. Maybe we can also make this here in line. There's no need to have it here. If name function analyzed. Function states. Well, analyze. I think we can remove this one here. Yeah. Okay. And maybe we also remove this one here, because it's simple enough. Okay, I think that's fine for now. Yeah. Good. And then we go to here and we say function indices equals file descriptor get functions to analyze, and we pass it a span of this one here. Span const index team this. Then we can remove all this. Oops. Okay. Function indices span. Maybe we create a const selected function indices. That and then we have selected function indices to analyze, maybe. Function indices. Or maybe call it analyze function indices. I'm not sure. Good. Function indices. Okay. Using index span. Index span. Is it worth it? Maybe not. Good. So we got this guy, this function indices, and now we should be able to send this to analyze functions async. Let's call this named functions. Okay, and then here we pass file dot this file. And named function indices. Okay, so far so good. Now the question is on functions interaction. Yeah, okay, but this is only one part. We still need to do, what about the matches? Poof. Matches. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem because it happens. It cannot happen in parallel. We first need to analyze the functions before we can. Yeah, so there needs to be some chaining. Okay, but how about we first build this thing here, this matched function indices thing. Yeah, and then we think about next steps. Yeah. Okay, so let's comment this here first because it's not yet clear how to do this. Update selected functions. Update selected functions. think we also need a function update selected matches. Update selected functions. Selected functions. Update selected matched functions. I think void updates selected matched functions. Oof. Yeah. Update selected functions. Selected matched functions. I think we can remove this function here. And so we will have this guy. Put that here. And so selected function indices. How about update selected functions? Update selected matched functions. How about we make this private? And we only call it from here, update selected functions. Well, so the update for selected matched functions. Matched functions. So we need a functions, well, matched functions that are visible and selected in the UI. Links to matched functions. matched functions that are visible and selected in the UI. Visible and selected. Links to matched functions. Selected matched function indices. So this here this would need to be selected. This would need to be called after this one here. If we would call this function inside this function, we could control the order here, but then the problem is update selected functions. Update selected. I would like to avoid a scenario where someone would call this first and then this, and then it would be a wrong order. But how do we do this? But I would like to avoid calling updates selected functions on both of these when it's not necessary. Like when we change selection, then we just change selection on one of these files and not on both. So we only need to update one of the files, not both. But I also don't want to pass a file pointer in here. Ooh, we have some weird dependencies. There must be some elegant solution to this problem. How about... I got nothing. Need to think a bit. Yeah, pass a pointer. No. Can we enforce this somehow? A simple way. Oh. Can we call this somehow? Call it. I mean, certainly we want to update the comparison descriptor. Oh boy. I don't have a good idea on this one. So maybe for now we simply say updates relevant, well, call relevant file update selected functions before this one. Okay, so we move this back here. And yeah, it's not great, but it's not the end of the world, I would say. Just don't make mistakes, right? Okay, selected matched functions. And so what we do is we update, hold on, update selected function. Update selected matched functions. Call relevant file update section function before this one. Okay, so what we do is we create a new indices. Indices std move indices, and so indices, let's do a size t reserve 0 for Well, do we want to reserve? I think it makes not much sense. Yeah. Not sure. But on that note, I think we can also rename this to indices. Maybe not. Selected functions was not bad. Okay. So do we want to reserve? Maybe, I'm not sure. File, files, reserve plus equal file dot selected function indices dot size size t reserved 0. And then we say file reserved indices. No, selected matched functions dot reserved. But this would be really the maximum, but not all functions that we select are matched functions. So yeah, we could grossly over allocate here. Yeah, it's not a good, it's really bad estimation. Yeah. Oof. Can we make it better? Well, we can still do this and then we shrink to fit at the end. So we over allocate and then we shrink to fit. Is that fair? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we do this. Yeah. Let's add a comment here. This may grossly over reserve. Or let's say yeah, this may over reserve a lot. Shrink to fit. Maybe do this. Shrink to fit. Well, yeah. Okay, so we do have some reservation. And then we will for file for hold on. Let's do for index t index function index in file m files 0, and then we do well, yeah, this, and then if you know what, I think we should have a function here that bundles ready. Name functions build. Yeah. That's it. Okay. Okay, I just realized something. Oh boy. Where am I? Losing track. Assert m files 0 dot name functions build 1. And I think we call this at some other places. Here, revision descriptor. We also have got this here. Look at that. Name functions built. Oh boy. can just assert on this one. Look at that. But here we can also simplify. Just assert named functions built. Same here. There we go. Okay, so named functions built. Selected match functions. This may over reserve a lot. Yeah, reserved. So here we say a function index, hold on, files, let's do const named functions 0 equals this. Maybe we should also have name functions built. How about we have named functions const get named functions const that will return assert return named functions. There we go. No, that's wrong. There we go. I think we call this here, we use this a few times, so maybe we can simplify this. Name functions here. Get named functions. Well, the only thing is now it checks twice this assert here. Maybe we don't do this. Okay, back to our logic. So named functions 0 files revision descript. My gosh, what's going on here? Revision descriptor named functions. We do this for 1 and selected function indices if name functions 0 function index dot no, we don't go by we go by, hold on, this is wrong. We need to go to this one here, match infos, right? Match infos. Match infos. Name functions match infos. There we go. Okay, and then we say match infos 0 dot is matched. So if is matched, then my gosh, then selected matched functions push back function index, right? And here we need to make a copy of this guy, and then we do this for the next one. One is matched functions, function index, and then we do util push back unique value function index. There we go. Okay. This way we won't have any duplicates in our selection. Yeah. Okay, and then we probably also need to sort it. Std sort. Begin. End. Actually, no, we can't sort it because the sorting I'm actually not sure. Selected function, what is the order in there? Is it all wild? Active function indices. I suspect that the order in here already is all shuffled. Yeah, because yeah. No, we probably no, I don't think we don't sort. We don't sort. We just take the order as is and that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this might be correct. So the logic is we reserve, we check, we go through the selected functions and we check if it is a matched function. If yes, then we push that into the selected functions, and we do the same on the right side file. But there we check for duplicates so that we only push back unique things, because it's possible that if we make selection on the right side, that it includes the same functions that we already have selected on the left side, right? Yeah, maybe we should add a comment just to clarify here. Push back unique, well, let's say, yeah, push back unique because the first file may already have this one selected. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then we would basically call this here descriptor update this. Yeah. And the next step, we would also need to build a matched function indices here, the same way we do here. Get matched functions to analyze. We would need to do the same here, but I think we should take a break first. Yeah, it has been almost 2 hours. Let's take a break. And then we continue this in the next session. Yeah, it's quite a bit of steps that we need to take to prepare. We did not even yet kick off the async functions. That would be the next step after. Yeah, it's quite a complex process. Yeah, but I think we are on the right track. It should be fast and efficient. Basically, what we need to make sure is that we never send out async commands for the same function. So when a function analysis or matched function analysis is in process, then we don't know that it's being done yet, right? Because the named function doesn't have any updated state yet. But we can know if we already sent this out. This is what we need to check, and this is what we do here, right? So this is even before we can actually know if we have a result. If we know, when we know we have a result, this is the time when we can actually render things in the UI. But this is after this, way after this. So yeah, we need the information as early as possible, and this is the place. Yeah. Okay, I think we are on a good track here. Yeah, then I will take a break now. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time, goodbye.